Okay, so it's like 2 a.m., but I just finished Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and I need to talk about it now, otherwise I will not remember. I picked up this book because Ali Hazelwood was at the Festival of Books this year in LA, and I just wanted to support her because I had recently learned about some of her advocacy. And I'd previously read one other Ali Hazelwood book, and it was fine. I didn't think it was like great, but it wasn't bad. And so I wasn't sure whether or not I would like this, but I felt like, it's got the kink aspect, so, maybe at least that will be interesting. And I thought that this was like markedly better. I think Love on the Brain is the other book that I read, and I feel like this is miles better for me, and specifically because of the like character development in this book. I think that the FMC in this romance specifically has like such a fleshed out world and such a like valid and interesting conflict throughout the book. I actually was like compelled to like see what was going on. For anyone who hasn't read it, she's a diver, he's a swimmer, he's like an Olympic level swimmer, he's very good at what he does, and she is like obviously a very elite diver because she's diving for Stanford, but she is coming back from an injury, and she's never been an Olympic diver, right? And so she is like fully physically recovered, but mentally she's like still hasn't sort of recovered. And throughout the book, she like goes to therapy, she's talking with her friends and really dealing with a lot of like insecurity, and she just felt like a whole real person who is genuinely facing both some of her like past trauma and her like current challenges in a way that I just found so compelling. I often in romances feel like the things that are not the romance plot feel distracting, and in this one the romance was compelling, but the most compelling part about it for me was her like internal development. And I think honestly he also felt a little bit more real to me, honestly, not as maybe embodied as she did. And he's not my ideal guy, but I felt like their connection made sense. And yeah, overall, I think the characterization in this book was pretty strong. Anyway, I picked this up because the audiobook was just happened to be available, and it was one of the things on my priority TBR. I'm so glad I did. I really liked it. It might be my favorite romance of the year, which is pretty impressive. So anyway, those are my feelings.